I'm going to be sharing 4 ways I've been able to deal with anxiety, and I'm sharing it because I know that a lot of us are actually going through anxiety, a whole lot of us. Now, what I'm about to share with you is not something that's going to help you erase anxiety permanently or completely, no. Because as long as you're still breathing, as long as you don't have everything under control, as long as you don't have life all figured out, you're still going to get anxious from time to time. So that's where what I'm about to share with you will come in clutch, will come in handy. That way you don't let anxiety get the most out of you. You're able to manage it, you're able to control it. The first thing on my list that I would say has helped me deal with anxiety to a reasonable extent, that can help you as well, is minding the kind of people that you have in your circle, the kind of people you speak to and the kind of people you listen to, and also the kind of things that you watch. So you want to make sure that the kind of people you're talking to are people who are emotionally intelligent, people who are aware, people who are very sensitive, people who are very thoughtful both with their actions and their words, people who will not make a joke out of the situation, people who will not even make you feel stupid for feeling the way that you are feeling as if you chose to feel that way. People who would not make you feel worse than you felt before meeting them in the first place. Because honestly, some people can even fuel your anxiety, can even spike it without even knowing. It's not something they're intentionally doing. They just don't even know that they are doing it in the first place. So you have to be very selective, very intentional with the kind of people that you let into your own space for your own good. Now, coming to the kind of things that you watch, if you know horror movies can spike your anxiety, if you know that it's a trigger, avoid it. If you know that looking at people who are critically ill, people who are about to die, people who have very severe health conditions spikes your anxiety, if you know that it triggers it, avoid it. If you know that whenever you visit a certain profile online, you always leave sad than you came, avoid it. If you know that listening to the news makes it worse, avoid it. Anything for your health, anything for your mental health. When and if you can, watch stuff that you would love to happen in your life. So if you're hoping for a good relationship, or you're hoping for a very good job, or you're hoping for a breakthrough in your family, whatever it is that you can watch that replicates what you want in your life, you can watch it. That way it makes you feel rest assured, it makes you feel a little safe, it makes you feel hopeful, as opposed to watching the exact opposite of something that you would love. It just keeps you on the edge and makes things worse. Another way to deal with anxiety is to find a reason why you should stop thinking and worrying too much, and remind yourself of that reason as often as you would need to. Because even though you know that overthinking can steal your joy, your time, your energy, you still need a more personal reason, one that is strong and dear to your heart, so that when you have this strong urge to overthink, you remind yourself by yourself why you shouldn't overthink. It could be that you already have a health condition and you know that worrying too much actually makes it worse. So you want to live long for your loved ones, you want to live long to reap the fruit of your labor. So you have to keep reminding yourself, don't overthink, because you want to enjoy this. Even if your health is sound and you don't have any problem whatsoever, overthinking and worrying too much can actually make you sick. It could also be that the kind of life you've been expecting, the kind of life you've been manifesting is starting to spring up and you want to be alive to enjoy it. So you keep reminding yourself that a lot is at stake. I can't afford to jeopardize this. I can't afford to ruin this. Another way to deal with anxiety is to remind yourself that fear is not of God. Because one thing about anxiety is it goes hand in hand with fear. There is no fear without anxiety. There is no anxiety without fear. They are basically a couple. Personally, I've found that whenever I'm so scared of something, really scared of something, 9 out of 10 times it does happen to me. So that's why whenever I'm really scared of something, I start to get scared of the fact that I'm scared, and I try to control myself. So whenever this overwhelming urge to be afraid comes, remind yourself that it's likely that you are the one amplifying, magnifying the whole situation. Maybe it's not even necessary for you to be this afraid. There's this thing my dad used to tell me: fear, worry is like an advance payment for goods you might never purchase. So you just being scared and worrying, at the end of the day, what you were worrying over might not even come to pass, might not even come to actualization. So you were just worrying for nothing. Even if the fear is valid, why waste all the good days worrying about the storm that you have no control over, that you can never prepare enough for? Because even if you keep worrying, it will not change the storm, it will not change the effect that the storm will have on you, it will not change the way that you might be able to handle the storm. So you're just extending the amount of time that you have to worry. The last thing on my list that has helped me deal with anxiety, that can help you as well, is praying. Prayer really does a whole lot. Even when you don't get whatever it is that you're praying for when you want it to come, there is this hope that you get because you know that God is faithful and that He has come true for you several times. He doesn't fail. Do you get? One tricky thing is that it's very easy for you to think that God is seeing everything that is happening to you, so what is the need of praying again when He knows everything that is happening? Yes, He knows everything that is happening, but He wants you to be able to tell Him what is wrong with you. He wants you to have a relationship with Him. You can pray for 1 minute, you can pray for 30 seconds, you can pray for 5 minutes. Don't wait until you don't have anything you're doing for that day. Don't wait until a very grand and special moment before you pray, because when you do that, it's very easy for you to procrastinate. It's very easy for you to keep postponing it. I've come to the end of this video. If you know that you enjoyed watching this video, please give this video a hefty thumbs up and let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. If you have any addition, please leave it in the comment section. I will see you in my next video next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Okay, bye. I love you.